Let me ask you a hard but important question. Does your team really trust each other? Or are you seeing the signs of low trust? Siloed work, guarded conversations, passive-aggressive behavior, or just plain disengagement? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Teams everywhere are struggling with trust. But here's the truth. You cannot build a high-performing team without trust. Trust is not a bonus. It's the foundation. Without it, your team will never hit their full potential. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 powerful, practical fixes to rebuild trust on your team. These are drawn from Patrick Lencioni's 5 Dysfunctions of a Team, John Maxwell's Principles of Leadership, and my own experience coaching leaders like you. If you're ready to lead with impact, start by leading with trust. Like this video, if you've ever had to lead through a trust issue, and let's get into it. Lencioni says the absence of trust is the root of dysfunction in teams. When there is no trust, people don't ask for help. They avoid accountability. They don't speak up. And they put their own safety above the team's success. John Maxwell puts it simply. People buy into the leader before they buy into the vision. And people don't buy into leaders. They don't trust. Trust is a leadership multiplier. It accelerates results, deepens engagement, and unlocks innovation. But repairing trust doesn't happen by accident. It requires intentional effort and consistency. So let's talk about the 5 fixes that work. First, you have to determine what is the trust issue. You can't fix what you won't face. And one of the most courageous things a leader can do is to name the problem. That doesn't mean blame. It means creating a safe space to surface what's broken. Try saying something like, I've noticed some hesitation in our meetings, and I want us to be the kind of team that trusts each other enough to speak openly. What do you see? John Maxwell says, you have to connect before you can correct. Start with connection. Start with honesty. 2. Normalize good conflict. A team that avoids conflict is a team that avoids growth. When trust is high, conflict becomes a tool, not a threat. Lencioni says that fear of conflict is the second dysfunction, and it's often rooted in low trust. You have to teach your team that disagreement is a sign of engagement, not disloyalty. Model this by welcoming differing opinions. Invite pushback. Praise respectful debate. Great teams don't pretend to agree. They fight for what's best. 3. Be transparent and model vulnerability as the leader. This one is all you. You set the tone. If you want honesty and openness, you have to go first. Maxwell says, a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. So, admit when you missed something. Share where you're growing. Let your team see your humanity. Vulnerability is not weakness, it's leadership. When the leader shows trust, the team learns how to build it. 4. Win together. Nothing bonds people like a shared success. When a team accomplishes something together, trust grows. So, create opportunities for cross-functional wins. Pair team members from different departments on a fast-track project. Celebrate the result publicly. Lencioni reminds us, teams that trust each other hold each other accountable. Shared wins create that kind of culture. Make trust part of your scoreboard. And finally, number 5, cultivate trust with consistency. Trust isn't built in a day, it's built in a rhythm. So, create systems that keep trust alive. Weekly one-on-ones, monthly retrospectives, peer-to-peer recognition, and real-time feedback loops. Make trust building a leadership habit, not a one-time speech. This is how you create a culture of trust. Maxwell teaches that leaders develop daily, not in a day. That applies to culture too. Trust grows with every small, consistent act. Here's a quick recap of the 5 fixes. Name the trust issue. Normalize healthy conflict. Model vulnerability. Build shared wins. Systematize trust building. Let me leave you with this. What's one conversation you can have this week that would begin rebuilding trust in your team? Don't wait for perfect conditions. Start where you are. Build it one conversation at a time. If this helped, drop a comment about the trust challenge you're facing. Trust is the soil where great leadership grows. If you want more content to help you lead with clarity, courage, and influence, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with another leader who needs it. Your team doesn't need perfection. They need a leader they can trust. See you in the next video.